Man guys, check out this beautiful dually. Unfortunately, I can't do a video on it. I wanted to, but this is a factory order, so we ain't touching it. But man, this thing is absolutely stunning. It's a Laramie with night edition. Has the factory air suspension. Man, I love this truck. If I get a dually, it's gonna look something like this. It's pretty loaded up too. You got the fifth wheel prep package. They didn't get the camera system, which I see, but man, $81,990. Has a lot of options. Base price on this truck for our Laramie is $47,675, not including the dual rear wheels. I'm surprised they went with these fixed running boards. I would have went with the power ones or just none at all. I believe this has a high output. Let me see here. This has high output, 50-gallon tank, $295. So this is a perfectly optioned dually. Beautiful truck, man. Oh my goodness. All right, so check out the window sticker for that 2021 Ram 3500. Now, as you saw in the title of this video, I want to compare the MSRP to what you're going to pay for a used truck. You're going to be pretty, yeah, you already know what's going to happen, but it's pretty insane how expensive these trucks are. But as you can see up top, this truck has a base price of $47,675. I mean, check out all of the options. I guess I thought this truck didn't have a lot of options on it, but it has a ton of options on it. Figure it has about $32,620 worth of options, not including destination. So just starting off the top where it says optional equipment, that safety group B was the first thing that you saw. Tech package is right under that one. So these are pretty expensive packages, but look what you get in them though. There's a lot of technology features. There's things that you probably would want, like the 12-inch display. This has adaptive cruise control. The trailer reverse guidance. I mean, there's just a lot of things that come along with this packages. But moving on down, this does have the DOT certified roadside safety kit, heavy duty snowplow prep, and this one does have that prep package for the fifth wheel and gooseneck as well. Bed utility does give you that deployable bed stub and the LED bed lighting for $845. That package did go up and it includes a spray and bed liner. I believe this was like $695 in 2019. Night edition, if I got a dually next, I would definitely wait for the night edition package if they don't unveil it. By the way, I do not know if they're going to have the Allison or the Eaton. I don't know what transmission they're planning on using next, guys. A lot of people have been asking me that question. I have no insider, outlook for that. I mean, unfortunately, I would love to, but hopefully one day, as time goes, I'll start getting more of that insider news. But Level B Equipment Group is another good one. It's about $4,700. This used to be the Laramie Level 2 package, but they just changed the name for it. And this kind of finishes off at the top. You do have an option for that 410 axle at $145. 6.7 high output Cummins is the most expensive option, which is why it got over $30,000. But everything else on here, like the instrument auxiliary switches, as I mentioned too, that 50-gallon fuel tank, that's probably one of the biggest options I would get on my next truck since we do tow a lot. And then those black running boards, I didn't mention it in the video, but they are painted and they do get scratched. So if you are thinking about it, consider having them wrapped with a PPF, like a paint protection film, because they do scratch. And then auto leveling rear air suspension, I'll definitely have that on my next truck as well. And just finishing off, dual rear wheels, this is an option, so it's not figured into that base price, so you would have to add an additional $1,795. And because this does have the air suspension, the suspension does not have overload leaf springs, so you have to think about it. You lose a little bit of weight when you take off those overload leaf springs, so the weight does kind of level off on the dually, so that's actually a good thing if you want that payload, which I'm going to show you in a second. Blind spot with tag trailer and cross path detection is $695. And rear backup alarm, which I would skip at $145, $1695 for destination, and all-in price is $81,990. That's a big number for Laramie. As far as your weight and capacities go, this is very important on my channel. You don't see it here, but this truck does have a 14,000 pound GVWR, and the rear gross axle rating is, I think it's like 9,750 pounds. I can't remember the front, maybe it's like 6,000, I believe it is. But all in, this truck has right on the money at about 5,000 pounds of payload. This is the actual weight for this truck, for the payload. And they're showing online, because this is going to be max payload and max towing capacity, because it does have the high output Cummins and the 410 axle. So having that 14,000 pound GVWR gives you a lot of payload, and then having that 410 axle and high output gives you this big towing number. So all in all, I mean, this is what you want if you're towing a big trailer. And moving on to the next thing, here are some of the used car prices. So at the very top, you have a 2020 Ram 3500. And this thing is exactly the same as the truck we just saw. Now keep in mind, this is a used truck at a Chevy dealer that's not certified, although I don't think you can certify a dually, I don't believe. But 75,000 miles. It's a 2020. Did you see the price? $79,995. Let's do some math here real quickly, all right? So if we go back here, this brand new truck is $81,990. If you subtract, what was it, $79,995? That's basically a savings of about $2,000 in comparison with this 2021. And keep in mind, some of the features that you can get on this truck were not available on the 2020. So when you really think about it, you're gonna pay crazy money to have a used truck because of the market right now. If you need a truck right now, I understand. I'm not telling anyone not to buy, because hey, sometimes you need a car, and let's just say you get into an accident. I mean, if you need a truck to tow your trailer, obviously you have to go out and buy one. So unfortunately for a lot of people, if you are in the market, you're going to pay crazy money for these trucks. Like my truck right now is probably worth about 85 to 86,000, as well as a 2019. It only has like 23,000 miles on it. And if you figure in that my MSRP on my truck was about 86,000, they're selling limited mega cab Ram high outputs for like $98,000. So yeah, this is just not a good time to buy. I mean, here's another example dually, $66,562 with 112,000 miles on. Now I didn't see if this had a clean Carfax, but yeah, there's no accidents, one owner. That one with the night edition package is clean. This one has 112,000 miles on it. It doesn't show a Carfax. I'm not a huge fan of the auto check vehicle history. I feel like sometimes they don't catch all the stuff that you want. But here's another example, has good miles. They want basically about the same amount of money, and this one doesn't look like it has the same amount of options on it. But yeah, if you're buying a truck right now, you're gonna have to do your research. I mean, here's just a regular crew cab 3500 Laramie. They want $82,443 for that thing. Yeah, that's crazy. But all in all, let's do this real quick. Actually, look, there's one more dually right here. So here's a dually, right? Oh my gosh. Here's a dually, has 15,000 miles on it, guys. 15K. All these trucks have four-wheel drive as well, diesel engines. They want $90,000 for this truck. Where is this truck located? It's in Lake Keowee, Chrysler Dodge. Never heard of them before, but wow. Yes, the name's right here, Lake Keowee. And yeah, I mean, this insanity. 15K. It's a 2020, and they want $90,199. Now, this is not a limited. This is a Laramie. Here's another one down below, 8,700 miles. This is a better deal, $76,128. So here's a modified lifted one if that's what you're into. 36,000 miles, $93,777. Let's do high mileage. I want to see mileage on these trucks. So real quickly, this is the last thing I'll do, then that'll effectively end the video. As far as miles go, let's see. Yeah, this is the highest mile Ram out there, but they still want $70,000 for it. Let's see if there's any more. Yeah, the miles are going down. That's actually pretty interesting. Normally, when you do any distance, I've seen them up here with 200,000-300,000 miles, even for these model years. I did 2019 and 2020, but not a lot of 2019s on here. I mean, here's one right here, 112,000. They want 67 grand for it, basically. But if you were in the market for a truck right now, I would strongly recommend to wait if you don't need it right now, because you're gonna pay crazy money. Here's a nice mega cab dually. They want 68,324 for this one. Now I'm not sure. Yeah, here we go. So this one has had 2 owners. There is a damage report on it as well. So yeah, as far as that goes, it's actually not too bad. Now here's the window sticker for that truck. So now that truck was $73,030, and I don't know if you guys saw that, but they want basically 68,000 for it. So there's not a lot of discount even on a truck with 100K on it. But and it's a 2019. But I hope this was helpful. If you would like for me to do more videos like this, I am always lurking online. Like, I'm always lurking, and if you would like for me to do this more often, I will. Now that truck that we looked at, the first one that had the night edition package, the MSRP on that was $86,105, and they're trying to sell it for $72,995. So that's not too bad. That's actually a good deal if you absolutely need a truck. But keep in mind, I mean, the truck had what, 75,000 miles on it. So if the truck had that much miles on it, you have to figure, can you wait? You know, and that's 93,000 miles. This is a different truck too. I'm sorry. This was a black one. The gray one up top, I think there was a gray one that we looked at, but it has 93,000 and they want $73,000 for it. So I don't know. You tell me in the comment section what you guys think. I think that if I were in the market, I would probably wait until the chip shortage kind of goes away. But hey guys, thank you so much for your time and watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys soon.